I first want to start off by giving you guys a little bit of numbers on basically that I got from www.edd.california.gov, which is the state's website that basically gives employment information as well as unemployment information. As of May 25th, 2012, the number of individuals who have run out of benefits is now over 748,400. Now that's not all the people that are unemployed, that's people who have run out of benefits. So those are all the people that by cutting these, that's the amount of people that would basically be affected if you cut benefits. Just to give you an idea of where the economy is at, especially in our area, California's state's economy is hurting one of the states that's hurting one of the most. Just to give you guys an idea visually of how bad the economy is right now, even though we've had a lot more of basically a shortage of the unemployment recently, it's still higher than it has been in several years. Just to give you guys an idea, I'm not sure if you can see it, but where we are at right now is this final dot right here. If you were to go all the way across, the last time it's been this bad has been since the recession in the 1990s, and that's when it was at its highest. So that's when it's at its worst. So we're trying to say that right now it's not the best time to be cutting unemployment benefits and such like that when you have so many people who are suffering and are out of work. According to the same website, a person who can receive unemployment, some of the requirements are people who are out of work due to no fault of their own, or are physically able to work, who are actively seeking work, and are ready to accept work. So our opponents have been stating that this is going to increase people's want or need to try to seek work. But in order to receive unemployment in the first place, you do have to prove that you are seeking work and that you are trying to find some sort of work. Here's just a quick quote that came from AOL.jobs, an article on January 24, 2012. This is by Paul Lucas, who was a VP of JP Morgan for 22 years before he was let go during the beginning of the recession. I applied for jobs in the corporate sector, sending out at least 100 applications. I interviewed only 3 times during that period. In all cases, the interviewer would conclude that the job was beneath me. It was like buying a car with the salesman telling you, your car just isn't for you, it's just too small. So what I'm trying to say is that a lot of these people are searching for jobs, but due to the economy, it's becoming increasingly hard to find those jobs. So by taking away the unemployment or the extended unemployment benefits, or by shortening the unemployment benefits, what we're really doing is just hurting those people who are searching for jobs. The only way you could be getting that unemployment is by proving that you are seeking employment. According to the research by the San Francisco Federal Reserve Bank, it showed that the extended unemployment insurance benefits have not been important factors in the increase in the duration of unemployment or in the elevated unemployment rates. What they found is that an extension of unemployment, basically by the federal government, doesn't change a person's willingness to get a job or to find a job. The people who are using these benefits are people that are seeking employment. So by taking this away, you're not helping people find jobs. You're just making it harder for them, basically harder for them to survive and to get by. Just an idea, so the Congress has provided emergency unemployment benefits to the long-term unemployed during every recession over the last 4 decades. It is not once in the past 40 years allowed extended unemployment benefits to expire. The unemployment rate was above 7.2%, which is 2.4 points lower than it is today. So we haven't been increasing employment in the past, and in the past, basically where our economy was not as bad as it is today. One of the things I like to touch up on too is one of the true causes for the actual unemployment rate. One of the things we've been avoiding is that the steep decline in construction is actually one of the big factors that's hurting our economy, not unemployment. According to the Center for Continuing Study for the California Economy, which is the CCSE, it states the state's unemployment rate is now nearly 3% higher than the national rate. In August 2010, California's unemployment rate was 12.4 compared to the national 9.6. Steep declines in construction spending and jobs are the primary reason why California's unemployment rate is so much higher than the national rate. From 2005 to 2009, California experienced a 60% decline in construction spending adjusted for inflation, from nearly $100 billion in 2005 to just under $40 billion in 2005 to $40 billion in 2009, compared to a 25% decline nationally. And the state saw a decline of 83% from the peak in residential unit permits. compared to the 72% decline in the states. So what I'm saying is basically the unemployment, taking away people's unemployment isn't really going to help you. We have all these people in construction jobs who they have a specialized kind of work, and right now people still aren't building. Around this time of the year, especially in May and come summer times, there's normally a large decrease in construction because of warmer weathers. But what we found is that even in this month of May, there's still been actually a decline. According to CNN.com, which is an article that was June 1st, 2012, so this was literally 5 days ago, businesses hired shockingly fewer workers in May, throwing into doubt the strength of the economy recovery. So even though we are also going towards a slight decrease of unemployment, even in May, which is normally a time where construction is peaking, we're still on a lower hiring rate and jobs aren't coming up, which is just a big reason why we shouldn't be, especially more now than ever, cutting people's benefits and taking away people who can't find jobs. Rather than people who can take away people's jobs. Especially right now, too, one of the things that a lot of people are having, or a lot of companies aren't hiring people, is because there's a lot of doubt coming up, especially with presidential elections. According to Ellen Zenther, as a senior economist at Nomura Securities, she wrote this article in June 2012, which is just this month. Whenever uncertainty abounds, it's hard to open the floodgates on hiring. I would expect to see anemic hiring persist over the next few months. Which goes to show you why, again, right now, if you're going to cut unemployment benefits, right now, possibly one of the worst times to do it, especially with the presidential election coming up. A lot of companies don't know what's going to happen with the economy, what's going to happen with spending. And so right now, it would just be a terrible time to, basically put a higher burden on those people that can't find jobs.